You know that moment when the clock hits evening and you say to yourself, finally, time to relax. And then you look up, and somehow it's midnight. And all you did was scroll through TikTok, watch a raccoon eat grapes, and argue with strangers in the comment section? Yeah, we've all been there. But here's the thing, evenings are actually secret weapons. They look small, but they're powerful. Kind of like that one aunt who brings snacks to every family event. Nobody sees her coming, but suddenly everyone's full and happy. So let me tell you why you should stop wasting your evenings and what you can do instead. Think about your whole day. Morning, you're either half asleep or in a rush. Afternoon, work, school, meetings, traffic, life stress, basically survival mode. But evenings? Evenings are the golden hours. That's the time when the world slows down, when you're not running everywhere like a headless chicken. That's the time where you actually have a choice. Do I spend it well, or do I donate it to the eternal black hole of Netflix autoplay? Let me break it down with a very simple example. Imagine you get home at 7 p.m. Now let's say you go to bed at 11. That's 4 hours. 4 whole hours. That's basically half a work day. Half a work day every single day. If you waste it, that's like throwing away 15 extra days a month. That's a free vacation. Gone. That's binge watching cat videos until your soul leaves your body. But if you actually use it, that's 15 extra days to build skills, get fit, read, start a side hustle, or even just recharge in a meaningful way. See what I mean? Evenings are like little hidden treasures we keep stepping over. Now, I know what you're thinking. But I'm so tired in the evenings. Fair point. I get it. After a long day, sometimes the only thing you want is your couch, your blanket, and your favorite series. And yes, some evenings should absolutely be for rest. But rest and wasting time are not the same thing. Scrolling for hours doesn't rest your brain. It just numbs it. It's like eating chips when you're starving. Feels good for 2 minutes, then you're still hungry, and now a little sad. True rest is different. Reading, taking a walk, talking with family, doing something creative, those things recharge you. They're like actual food for your mind. So the question is, which one are you feeding yourself every evening? Junk or fuel? Here's another example. Think about learning a language. Let's say you practice Spanish for just 30 minutes every evening. Nothing crazy, just 30 minutes. That's 3.5 hours a week. In a year, that's almost 180 hours. By the end of the year, you could have a real conversation with someone instead of just pointing at the menu and hoping for the best. And all you did was swap out one TV episode each night. One? Isn't that wild? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying throw away fun. Fun matters. I love wasting time on silly things sometimes. But the trick is to balance it. Think of evenings like a pizza. Yes, you can put cheese and pepperoni, but if you also throw in some veggies, maybe you won't feel like collapsing after eating. So in your evenings, mix in a little progress with your fun. Write a page, read 10 minutes, exercise for 20 minutes. Call that one friend you always mean to call but never do. It doesn't have to be huge, it just has to be something. Because small actions add up way faster than you think. Here's a funny thing. A lot of people say they don't have time to chase their dreams. But then ask them about the latest TV show, and they'll give you a 45-minute TED Talk. It's not about not having time, it's about how you spend the time you already have. And evenings are literally free time, handed to you on a silver plate. Well, maybe not silver, more like an IKEA plate, but still. So let's do this. The next time evening comes, ask yourself one question. Will I remember this tomorrow? If the answer is no, so maybe rethink it. Will you remember 3 hours of scrolling random videos? Probably not. Will you remember writing a page of your book? Yes. Will you remember practicing guitar and finally nailing that one song? Definitely. Will you remember laughing with a friend over the phone? For sure. That's the difference between wasted evenings and meaningful ones. And honestly, life is just a giant collection of evenings. Think about it. How you spend your evenings is basically how you spend your life. So, are you building a life you're proud of? Or just giving it away to algorithms and autoplay buttons? Now, I'm not here to guilt trip you. I'm just here to remind you, you've got this little secret treasure chest every single day. 4 hours, give or take. Use them well, and your future self will literally high-five you. Waste them all, and your future self will just sit there like, really? 10 years of raccoon videos? That's what we built? Don't waste your evenings. Treat them like the golden hours they are, because they are, and who knows, if you use them right, one day you might look back and realize your evenings built the best parts of your life.